So we find out that Ikuruga has a sister called Isaka, and that both of them grew up in a in the third faction in the Anti-Magic Academy called Alchemist, where they was working on recreating elves and other legendary creatures like dragons. However, the common shall take belief was that it was impossible to recreate elves. However, Ikuraku, she managed to recreate a dark elf, not a dark elf, sorry, an elf, a wood elf, and she named it Kanaria. However, it didn't have any mana, so it was deemed a failure and would be disposed of. And I think that the way they dispose of it is basically turning it back into the material it came from, to basically make it so you don't waste material on failures. Which is, you could see that that is actually smart, but considering that Canaria was a living creature, or is a living creature, because we don't know if Canaria is dead or alive, because when Ikuraku, she steals the Lost Matrix, which is basically the most preserved Dark Elf cells in recorded history, because she wanted to run away and then goes to take Canaria. She's gone. So either Canaria has been disposed of already, or maybe they have hidden her, so they have something on Kakura. Yeah, Kagarua. Yeah. Her name is a bit hard to pronounce. So yeah, but still, she runs away with that lost matrix, which makes it impossible for alchemists to recreate more elves, because they don't have that to basically clone from. I'm pretty sure it's cloning, but or they could be using Canaria as a, what it called, basically a harvest. But then again, that would be pretty cruel. But then again, we're talking Anti-Magic Academy, where stuff like that could happen. But how did her sister Isaka react to her running away? Well, she got offered by Ikuruga that they could run away together. However, she doesn't do that. We actually find out that Isaka, she joins Valhalla, and she orders Haunted to kill everyone in Alchemist. And it's really interesting because I like how Haunted says, "I love people. I love killing people," and how he's mad at Isaka because she didn't feel anything when she ordered him to kill those people. It was just like, oh, just kill them. So yeah, it's really funny. Now wonder what Ikuraku's plan was when she took the, what's it called, the Lost Matrix. Or maybe I actually have an idea, or rather I have an idea. I think she may would have taken it and Canaria, and then she would have done some research and maybe tried to turn Canaria into a perfect wood elf with magic. Or maybe she would, yeah, Canaria, yes, because she was attached to Canaria after Canaria called Ikuraku mother. So yeah, I think that was the case. So because if Canaria was with magic, they didn't have to basically dispose of her, because then she wasn't a failure. So that's really an interesting point. But I wonder, why is she now going back to Isaka with this? I really wonder. Maybe they can. Maybe she hopes that those two together can make the perfect elf, and maybe that elf could join the small platoon. And actually, now we are talking about the small platoon. We found out in this week's, the seventh episode of Anti-Magic Academy, that the small platoon that Kusanagi, Mari, Irakwa, Usaki, and Otori, and Lapis are in, actually started with only Kusanagi and Ikuruga, who actually found him interesting because he didn't draw his weapon when he fought her, because she was unarmed and it would hurt his honor to basically attack an unarmed opponent. and that means that he actually has a lot of honor. He is a bit like a samurai. So yeah, interesting. And she also found him interesting. I actually like when what's called Mari, Usaki, and Otori is taken hostage uh, by Isaka's merchants. Yeah, merchants. Not, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's merchants. And then she basically tells them that they can't be Ikuraka's friend because Ikuraka is only interested in things that stand out. And those people, basically Usaki, Otori, and Mari, they don't stand out. So yeah, it's really interesting. It's really interesting, I must say, about this. What could be happening? However, she said to her sister when she called that if any of the platoon members was to die, she would never see the Lost Matrix. So yeah, interesting, really interesting. I also like the final part of this episode when what's it called? Ikuraka and Kusanagi is in the same bed, and then she crawls on top of him and says that I could be dying here, so I want to have the experience. And then when he asks what experience, sex, man. So maybe Kusanagi finally gets something, and well, Kuraka, she isn't the worst. It could be it could be that girl that died from the flowers that Haunted spawned from. But yeah, we're gonna see in the next episode. And man, I'm looking forward to that one. But with that, have a good day, good night, wherever you are, and I will see you later, guys. Cheers.